How to ask a customer if they're still interested. Well, I could do this in about 1 minute. Not even a minute, a second. Ask. So how do you do that? Let's talk about some specific techniques that you can re-engage your customer. You've heard this before. Is your customers your best next customer? It's true. You can get more value once you've served a customer, especially if you have great fulfillment, to do another thing, do another thing, do another thing. I have had clients as far back as 1996 when I jumped into this space. My first cash flow distributor for the game is still my client today, and that's 1996. So I know it works, so take notes. Again, get out that YouTube journal. Maybe we should do a YouTube journal sale. I think we're going to. Put in the comments, would you like a YouTube journal? We'll make you one. We have these very cool red leather ones. We'll have to get more, or maybe we customize, and then you can start taking notes every day. Put in the comments if you're interested in that. I always take your comments seriously. So let's talk about 3 things. Number 1, how do you rekindle their initial interest? Like they were interested in the beginning, like mine. They'll click and say, I want to be a millionaire, right? So I always have that to go back to. And I have a woman who just signed up for my big table. She's known me for 10, 11 years. I'm like, why did you wait so long? Well, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Really? Well, you still want to be one? Let's go. I'm still doing this. I can promise you your past customers or even people in your database are your number 1 client. Number 2, how do you create an urgency for that offer to get them re-engaged quickly? You're gonna be shocked at my comments. And number 3, how do you build that rapport back very, very quickly? If they haven't bought anything, how do you do it if they have bought something? Let's start at the beginning. So how do you rekindle their original interest? Well, they clicked on something. Right now, if your database goes back as far as mine did, there wasn't a lot of clicking going on in 1996, 97, 98 when I was building 18,000, my first database. And then around 2000, we expanded and we continued to grow. So they clicked on something. They wanted to get out of debt. You wanted to make more money. You want to be a millionaire. You want to be a 100,000-aire. You want to be a credit investor. What did you want? So the way you go back to them is through surveys. Right? Surveys, polls, go back through social channels. There's all sorts of those tools available where you can go back out to your audience. Ideally, they're in a database. If you do not have a database, a software stack that can automate, like we have a 365-day campaign that keeps people with us. We have 25 days. If you want my campaigns and figure out how I've done all this, go to askrms.com, stands for Rapid Marketing Systems. You got to have a system. See, some of you can't go back to your customer because you don't have a system. Now, places to look. Well, you could have the good old-fashioned Rolodex. So I don't care if you have a bunch of these in an old file, like these are my old Chevron buddies. Look at this over and over. This is like the 90s, man, the old school stuff. Put them at least in a spreadsheet, get our database, go to Ask RMS. But you got to pull those people into a structure where you can talk to them. You can give videos to them, which you got to just, even if you haven't done this for like, say, 10 years, you have to get current immediately. Like just start doing the most recent techniques, which is video. Ask them, say, hey, I haven't talked to you, some of you, in a very long time. What do you need? What do you want? I'm an expert in this thing. And give them a survey, give them a poll, rekindle their interest. If you did have technology that actually supported their clicking interest, like some people, like we've tracked down to what book they bought. So if they bought The Millionaire Maker, hey, you might be interested in my new book, Make Your Kids Millionaires. If they bought my Yes Energy, you might be interested in my Cash Machine. So whatever they bought, they've clicked somewhere in your system. You've got to go back to them and say, did you handle that thing? Any smart digital marketer knows if they've clicked once and they wanted something, you stay on that, right? Ryan Deiss says it best. You stay on that until they say, I've got it handled. You say, have you handled it? Have you handled it? Have you handled it? In a variety of creative ways to keep going back to them and ask them if they have what they need. And until they do, you keep asking them how you can help them and serve them. So make it very, very specific to go back to them on a regular basis. And don't be scared to go back to them. If they've just bought something and you fulfilled well, do an add-on. We do that constantly. They'll buy one thing, we'll fulfill immediately, do great fulfillment. Say, if you really want to enhance that, why don't you come meet me in person for 3 hours? Why don't you go get RMS system? Why don't you go get an entity? So I keep offering them things they want. So polls and surveys is our number 1 technique. We do it all the time. We do it just kind of naturally and not even, I shouldn't say it's not part of a strategy. It's always part of a strategy. But it's just part of something we build in all the time. So once you've rekindled them and you have them back in and they said, yeah, I really haven't got that thing done that I clicked on, a year ago or 2 years ago, or like this case with this one woman for the big table 10 years ago. So let's begin now. And so she said, well, back in that day, your price was this, and now you've moved your prices and with the inflation and blah, blah, blah. And I'll say, why don't we do this? You got to honor my price integrity, but I can add all these bonuses in. So I add bonuses to incent the offer. I said, and those are good for 24 hours. Like when you do an event and it's been done to you, now you have to start doing it to your clients. So don't get shocked behind this video going, oh my gosh, this is so bold. No, it's not. Infomercials do it to all the time. People do it to you all the time. They're always asking you to upsell, move, do something different. This is called an upsell technique back to your clients. So it happens to you all the time. Now you're going to start doing it. If it feels uncomfortable, it's just because you have an atrophied muscle. You're not used to it. Why I can do it so fluidly and easily is I've been doing this for 20 something years, right? I have high muscle and business and sales conditioning in my just narrative. A lot of you have never said these words like, give me your credit card. Say it out loud right now. How do you want to pay? Like it's that simple. How do you want to pay? And let's get moving. And back to your old clients, you want to say, so you bought then, where are you now? I use another tool called the gap analysis. So I want to know where you are, where you've been, what do you need now? Always be in front of your client. As long as you stay in front and expansive, you will always make money with prior clients. It's not difficult, it's different, and a lot of you just haven't set your businesses up to do that kind of automation. So again, go to askrms.com, and if you can't figure out or can't see the utilization of our tools for you, just call our office, we'll show you exactly. There's not an industry that doesn't need it. I have been in every industry using these same systems. The last thing I was saying about creating an urgent offer is time sensitivity of taking advantage of it. The one thing I would say to a lot of you, and I see it all the time, is you do a time sensitive offer, and then in 2 months later, it's still on your webpage. You haven't changed it. There was no sensitivity to it. It's like a lot of the infomercials that say, and there's only 20 packs left and you have 7 minutes to go. And you're like, oh my gosh, I have 7 minutes, I gotta go. You need to create that urgency in whatever you say, and then you have to honor it. Well, here's a great example. When we launched our Majestic Lions, we had 50 and they were done. And that was it. So we've had people, even this year, the end of last year, say, I want one of those Majestics. I delayed in my behavior. Can't have one. So make sure that whatever you do, you honor the integrity of those offers and the urgency, or you lose credibility, which means that client's never coming back. So if you're enjoying this content, subscribe to my channel, click the notification button, watch the videos, take at least one piece of content, put it in your YouTube journal for the Millionaire Maker, and every day I want one lesson. Wouldn't it be fun at the end of the year to say, I've learned 365 things from Loral. Every week I'm here 5 days a week, share it with other people, and listen to it, please. So last thing to how to keep your customers interested is engage with them. Like if they had a death in the family, they started with you and then they backed out, meet them where they are, take them where they want to go, right? So they wanted some help whenever you met them in the past. And whether they did it or not, have some empathy. Don't judge them and make them wrong. Well, you bought this thing before. I mean, heck, 5 years ago, you did that thing. You haven't done anything. Making people wrong is not going to serve you or your business. So meet them where they are, understand what they've done, their situation, and challenge them to move forward. I use a lot of techniques and a lot of narrative around just who they are and who they want to be and who their future self is. Like, is this who you really want to be, or do you want to be that? And then you move them towards what they want, so you create some initiative in wanting to buy something from you and move on to get the solution that they originally came here for. Make sure when you fulfill my last $1 trillion tip, do it. And if you're selling millionaire stuff, you better be one. If you're selling health stuff, you better be healthy. If you're selling image consultant, be in the integrity of what you sell, and you'll keep a customer forever. I have. Talk to you tomorrow.